Three, two, one, and we're live. Welcome to the Dillo podcast. I'll be your host Ben. Joining me is my co-host Jake.
Welcome to the shit show.
So, what you been up to lately?
I mean, man, just been going to school, just doing that regular college stuff, and just living life, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that'll be something good to talk about college, since we're both college students.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna, we're not gonna bullshit the audience. We just kind of came up with this idea a little while ago.
Yeah.
Let's not lie.
Think of it as two college students ranting about their experiences in college so far.
Yeah. So we're in college right now. I'm not gonna discuss the details of it, but
we'll try and tell our experiences, and maybe you can learn something.
Definitely very low budget.
Disclaimer: we're not experts in any way, shape, or form, so
100%
take
not.
everything we say with a grain of salt.
But we're not licensed, but we are professionals.
There you go. That sounds perfect.
In some sense. So I pulled up today. It is a article on the internet. It is the top 10 things that college students have troubles with. And the first topic is time management.
All right, so I guess you want to start this, or do you want?
I mean, you can start if you want to, unless I have some better ideas.
All right, yeah, all right, I'll start. You can just jump in whenever.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right, so I guess a lot of people, most people learn about college through their high school experience. You learn it from teachers sharing their stories, and you hear certain things here and there from maybe you have a few friends that went to college or certain people, but
your parents
and all that.
Right.
But I know a lot of people who are first generation college students and they didn't go.
Right, because you are from. Well, you're from New York.
I'm from New York.
But your parents are from where?
My parents are from China.
China, right?
Yeah.
So
technically, I have an older brother. He went to college first, but he's only a year ahead of me. So, not much learning to do there.
Right.
But so yeah, I guess we'll begin with really, this time management is something you'll learn your freshman year. You really can't go in there prepared to do things a certain way, because everyone's freshman year is different.
Right.
Depends on how many classes you're taking, what kind of classes you're taking, what
your major is.
What your major is, what kind of activities you want to do, and all. Do you want to do Greek life or any other extracurricular activities?
Yeah, that's a topic. That's a whole other topic for another video.
So I guess
another podcast.
I guess I'll speak for myself. I'm what's considered kind of like a straight A student. I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to mess up in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So I went in super serious. I was gonna cram the books. I was gonna
be a doctor.
I guess you could say be a doctor.
In a stereotypical form. Yeah, right.
I was gonna obey the rules, I guess. Right. And the first thing every college would tell you, or will make you sign something or say, is academic integrity.
Right.
No plagiarism, no anything like that.
Right.
And I was so serious about that, I would paraphrase every single answer I had for every homework assignment.
Right.
And sometimes it's just doing too much. Like, I would get marked off on it.
Right.
That's another story. But essentially, I determined that I wanted to spend most of my day doing some form of schoolwork. I did very minimum hobbies or any other things like that. So I would say what I did was overkill, because I probably could have got what I achieved the grades that I wanted and maintained a better social life and better other things as well, which is something I regret. But
is that in high school or college?
College, freshman year college.
Yeah.
I blew by high school.
Right.
I didn't.
But you're my friend in college.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Right.
At the same time, I didn't hang out with you guys all the time. I would always be like, I need to study.
Yeah.
I need to do something.
Right. So for those, I mean, obviously we're very new to this. Ben is one of my closest friends. I would consider him one of my best friends, a part of the Dillo boys, and he had a very uptight upbringing.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Since his childhood, obviously.
Yeah. More structured.
Right, way more structured than most Americans, I would say. And he is a very smart individual, and he focused very much on his schoolwork when he got to college, and so he was very pressured to succeed and to succeed. By that I mean to excel in his schoolwork, and so it was very hard for him to maybe enjoy some of the aspects of college that most Americans might think of what college is all about. Yeah. Right? Like partying and all that kind of stuff, like the social aspect. Yeah. You're more focused on the collegiate, the
academic part.
The academic part of college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense that you would use most of your time to focus on schoolwork. And but after that, go ahead. Sorry.
I would definitely say that my attitude towards how to spend my time in college was very much taken from my parents, because my parents expected certain things of me, and some of you might be in the same boat that I was. So
yeah, I think a lot of us, I mean, I guess when I say us, I mean college students. Yeah. I mean, I feel like some people, I would say that most of the people go to college because of their parents. Yes. And I'm saying this because we're friends, obviously, and that I think I speak for most of college students that, excuse me. Oh, shit. Well, most of us go to college because our parents expect us to go to college. Mm-hmm. Right? And they expect us to succeed and be better than them. Yeah. Right? And they want the best for you, though. So they push you to be better than they think they were. Yeah. Maybe.
But at the same time, a lot of us are taking advice about college from people that never attended college, Right. Which shapes our beliefs about it in a certain way, right? I'd say
you get fed bullshit. Yeah. Okay. From high school. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You get fed bullshit from people who maybe never attended college, or it's a new age. Mm-hmm. It's very different. And we're still on the first topic. Yeah. And we're just talking as friends. Obviously this is our first experience with the podcast,
but I would say
we're trying to keep it real, right?
Just to save some time. Yeah. Don't stress about time management too much before going to college. That's something everyone figures out throughout time. What classes you can get away with doing certain things. What classes you need to put more effort in. Right. So really, I would say don't stress too much.
Don't stress too much. Yeah. Okay. So from my perspective of time management, this is Jake, by the way. So I learned time management through high school. Pretty much the same kind of thing as Benny. Well, shit, Ben.
We're rolling.
It doesn't matter. We're rolling. Yeah. So, I learned a lot through high school how to manage my time, but it did not prepare me for college. It is a completely different monster.
Oh yeah, high school is it's like irrelevant.
Right. So basically, like it's. I mean, you have to be your own adult. Yes. Here. So like. Yes. Even though you're 18, you think you're an adult. If you enroll in college, and I'm not discrediting tech school, like welding and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a firm believer in that. Going to like a tech school, lineman school, all that kind of stuff. But if you enroll in college, which is going to be the main point of this podcast, the 10 most, the 10 most highest problems that college students have, is how to manage your time, and that is a big portion of what you're gonna have to do here. Yeah. And so it's very important to learn how to manage your time and how to plan your day and plan your week, really, because your classes are based weekly and your assignments are based weekly. Usually, most of them are due either by a certain day. Usually, depending on your class, if you have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, your assignments might be due on any of those days. If you have a Tuesday, Thursday class, they'd be due on Tuesday or Thursday. Or if you have an online class, they'll be due on the weekends. Yeah. Sunday at midnight before the next week starts. Yeah.
So I feel like we're dwelling too much on this topic, but we will expand some more. But let's move on to a separate topic for now.
So let's move on to the second topic, which is debt.
Okay, so maybe college debt. I'm probably not the best person to get.
No, me either. So we're in the same boat, right?
Yes, we both got full ride scholarships to our college.
Okay, but let's not let us be biased on this.
Yeah, because that is a very realistic.
Very.
I guess circumstance is the right word, but.
I can talk about this more because I am a finance major. So if you'd let me Yeah. I mean, maybe elaborate a little bit.
You can go ahead on it.
So college debt is a whole nother monster. I guess I'm gonna explain this in a different light, because the education you get from college and the money you make from having a bachelor's degree, maybe even an associate's degree, 2 years of college, because Ben and I are both, we're both pursuing a bachelor's degree in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Me, finance. Benny, what's yours?
Radiologic sciences.
With what?
Bachelor in science.
Yeah, bachelor in science. So I'm a finance major. And I'm pursuing, what's the word for it?
Career
focus. My focus is financial management. So this kind of has a very big impact on my life, and also many of the people I'll be working with in my future's life.
Yeah.
And so, that is, it's just, for some people it's a roadblock. I think, for us it might not be a big of a hindrance, because we were so pressured when we were younger to succeed well.
To get scholarships, because in high school it was getting scholarships.
Right. Yeah. So in our region of the country,
where we're from,
it's very, I would say it's at least a little easier.
Yes, you have more
you have more opportunities for scholarships to pay for your college.
Yes.
Right.
I will say this: tuition is a big factor in choosing what college you wish to attend.
Right. Right. So we can talk about this now.
Yeah, because you will, if you end up going to a university that's really high in tuition, really expensive, right, you'll end up having some debt.
A shit ton of debt.
Yeah, or a shit ton of debt. So one advice I heard from a high school teacher I really liked, that I still remember today, is that also factor in what major you wish to study.
Right.
Say you want to be a nurse.
Right.
In the end, you're gonna do the same work. If you went to, say, Harvard nursing school, and you went to a local community college, okay, I guess community college isn't the best example, but a regular state university,
right,
for a nursing degree,
right,
you will end up doing the same work,
right,
and possibly the same amount of pay.
Right.
Very likely the same amount of pay.
Right.
So in the end, would you rather pay $50,000 a year in tuition to go to a school like Harvard or Baylor versus maybe $10,000 a year?
Even less than that,
going to a state university.
Yeah, and there's no disgrace in that.
Oh, absolutely none. In the end, you're doing the same job.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You're being smart with your money. That's my biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Be smart with your money.
In the end, people will say that,
you didn't go...
a degree from Baylor might get you a job easier than a degree from another school.
No.
But let your work speak for itself.
Yeah, because what you put your name on, the work you put your name on, is what really matters. Mm-hmm. Is if the work you put out with your name on it is high quality, it doesn't matter what university you're from.
Yes.
Because you can put just as high quality work out going to, let's say, some JUCO in Wyoming or some state like that.
No offense to Wyoming.
I like Wyoming. I went there when I was in the military.
But continue.
That's what I said. But say some JUCO in Wyoming, some associate degree from Wyoming, or even a bachelor degree from any other state.
Yeah.
And you go up against some Ivy League school. If your quality of work is just as much as theirs, then they're not going to care. They shouldn't care, but they,
We're not saying that's not something that actually exists. It very much exists.
Right, yeah. Prejudices exist.
When people see you get a degree from certain schools, they are more inclined to hire you, per se. But at the same time, that's not law.
Right.
That's not, because you went to this school.
It's all nepotism.
Yes.
Nepotism?
Yes.
It's all about who you know versus what you know.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you right now, you'll get a lot further from what you know than who you know. Mm-hmm. But I will not lie. Who you know is very important.
Yes.
So making connections in this field, especially, yes. I know we're kind of straying off the course with debt, but debt is an inevitable roadblock, if you must, in American culture. You will face debt every day in your life, and you'll have to pay it off.
Yes.
But debt is not always a bad thing.
Yes.
So,
think of it as maybe you can take out a small loan.
Right.
And get a small debt.
Right.
That you can easily repay over time, and then you can increase your credit score.
Exactly. That's a benefit. You pay off your small debts. Maybe you use a credit card to buy gasoline on the weekends. I know I say gasoline. You buy gas.
Yeah.
Say you go to fucking local Come and Go and buy gas. Or, the local...
whatever gas station it's around you.
Phillips 66, the Circle K.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, sure. 7-Eleven, even 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
You buy gas with your credit card and you pay it off, and that'll help build your credit score. So
yes,
it's all good in that perspective. So we'll go to the next topic.
Yeah.
It's spreading yourself too thin, which is also, it kind of goes with
it kind of goes along with everything we've been saying so far.
With time management.
Yes.
So we'll go to the next one. Homesickness. Oh, this is the big one.
That's a big one.
Huge
okay.
One. Huge one.
So, me and Jake are both around. Our college is around 2 hours away from where we live.
Right.
And I would say, unless you really hate where you're from,
right,
almost everyone experiences some form of homesickness.
Yeah. Yeah. And it also depends on your home life.
Yes.
Because some people, they go to college to escape that home life.
Yes. Some people just don't. But it usually occurs within your first week there.
Right.
Yeah. Because if you really hate it, if you really miss it that much, you end up going home that first weekend.
Well, most people don't. It doesn't hit them.
Yes.
Right away because they're excited. It's a new part of you're experiencing
freedom. Yes.
Yeah, because most people I think that go to college, which is who we're talking to, even tech school and stuff like that. Like I said, you're off on your own. It's a new experience. It's completely new to you because you might not have experienced this type of
freedom,
recklessness. I would say,
or decision making,
reckless abandon. Yeah. You have this free. It's your life now.
Yeah,
you're out of the hands of your parental guidance.
Yeah,
even it might not be a mother or father. It could be an aunt or uncle or a grandpa or a grandmother.
Yeah.
It could be anybody, or a godmother or godfather. It could be anybody, or a close friend, or like a close friend's parents.
But I will say, I think the best way to deal with homesickness is to surround yourself with friends, peers,
yeah.
Something to distract you away from the fact that you're experiencing something new. You're not living in your parents, unless you go to college from your parents.
So that's a whole other.
That's perfectly fine.
Then that is so.
That has its own benefits.
So if you want to talk about that a little bit, from a financial perspective.
Yes.
So, from a financial perspective, this is one of the smartest moves you can do. If you're going to a college in your hometown, so say you live in...
Say your house is about 30-minute drive away.
Yes, not even that. Some people live closer to that. To some colleges. It could be... any colleges in the U.S.
Yeah. Especially colleges that are big.
I know a guy. He comes to one of my classes. So I'm a senior. I'm about to graduate. In December.
Yeah.
I'm like a bachelor's degree in finance, and I know a guy who lives about an hour away.
Yeah.
From campus, and he comes to class because he only has 2 classes this semester. And so it's more worth to him financially because he's also a finance major. His name's Bo. He's a pretty good guy. Bo. Okay. So, he travels about an hour a day to come down here 2 days a week to come to my class, strategic management.
Yeah.
And, so it's worth to him. It's more worth to him. It's more financially feasible for him. One second. To come here and not live on campus. And that's completely fine. Or live close to campus. Right.
We're kind of simplifying it in a way. There's a lot of aspects you have to look into, such as how much money are you saving. saving at home, you don't have to pay dorm fees or meal plan.
Right. So I'm looking at it from a financial perspective, but I want more of your perspective because I feel like you're more maybe connected to home.
I would say if I
let's talk about more of emotional perspective.
If I had the option to stay at home and go to school, I would probably be more inclined to choose that.
Right.
It's comforting.
To stay at home, right?
It's very comforting. It's relaxing. I feel
you know it. It's more routine almost for the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe even not.
It also depends on people on how you deal with stress. Maybe
right.
a good way for you to deal with stress is to be comfortable, be at home, be surrounded by people you love and that love you, and that's comforting to you. You know.
Right.
So, in the end, I guess, some colleges that will require you to live on campus your first year, unless your home is within a certain distance away from it. So, really, I'll do your research whenever looking into that option and into university. Don't so you might choose you don't want to do that because you want to experience that new freedom at least a year or something. Your parents you're not kicked out of your house forever. You can always choose to some way, shape, or form return home.
Right. But that's if you have parents that do that. Yeah. Because there's some people that might listen to this who don't have that.
Definitely don't take
your parents. We have to think about that too.
Yeah.
The people who don't have parents like that. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Let's spend a little time on that.
Yeah.
Because we both come from homes that have supportive parents.
Yes.
So and we have no experience on this, but we know people who don't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We have friends in the Dillo community.
Yeah.
In the Dillo boys.
Yeah.
Who have definitely had trouble with supportive parents, and all I can say is you'll learn a new life here, like at college. And the best advice I can give you is to go out and meet new people, meet friends, and actively try to make new friends. And it's like I said, it's a whole different monster here.
Yeah.
It's so many people. We go to a college with about 15 to 20,000 students.
Yes.
Every year. Yeah, it's a relatively small college. I mean, it's a medium sized, right?
Why am I thinking 34,000? I don't know why that.
That's not right.
Yeah.
No. It's 15 to 20,000.
Yeah.
You know, with undergrads plus graduate students,
which is a fairly decent sized campus.
Right. Yeah. So
you get to experience.
We're trying to be real with you guys here. I mean, whoever's listening to this,
At the same time, I would say, don't take your parents for granted. Sometimes you might think that they won't do this for you, but have you even tried asking? Have you even?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you even tried?
Lose your pride.
Yeah. Don't
lose your pride. Right.
I know this is you're experiencing new freedom and choice making. But at the same time, don't try and shoulder the world on your own.
Yes.
You have people that
support you because
help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're not alone. Mm-hmm. Because me and Ben have both experienced this in our lives. Yeah. We've both experienced, facing the world alone, almost.
Or rather, we think we're facing the world.
We think we are, but we're not.
In the end, you realize that, you were surrounded by people that support us.
And I would say love.
Love, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you think about love.
Yeah. Alrighty, so I guess let's move on a bit.
Okay, we go past homesickness. We kind of got
depression. That kind of matches with homesickness. Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole different monster.
It is a whole different monster, but it can stem from that,
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ben,
my very first roommate in college was a friend of mine from high school, and we chose the room together, and I saw how he dealt with depression firsthand.
So give a little background.
We have a mutual friend. So also part of the Dillo Boy gang.
Yeah. So most of us in this podcast that we'll be talking about,
we all know each other.
Yeah.
We're all associated in a certain way or form.
Yeah, we're all we all have some type of relationship.
Yeah.
If you ever hear the term Dillo boy, it's a small group, a selective group of 9 individuals.
Selective group.
I mean, I say that.
Make it sound
I say that, but I mean,
sophisticated.
I mean, you know,
we're just 9 really good.
It's just 9 guys that we know. They're all men.
Yeah, we have similar interests in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
We're all from the same spot. Well, we're not from the same places.
So
I'm
not to dwell too much on it. But,
depression. Number 5.
Yeah.
Depression.
My good friend would say, even he would say that he was very depressed his first semester.
Oh yeah.
Of college.
Even after that.
He would sleep through all his classes. Even if he didn't, he would voluntarily choose not to go.
Yep.
He was very homesick all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Very homesick.
Yeah.
A little flashback.
I guess I wouldn't say couldn't, but he chose not to make new friends and meet new people. Certainly he has more experience.
Depression is hard because it's hard to make new friends and stuff when you're not in the right mental state.
Yeah. But I would say, in the end, really evaluate what you want and where you're at. Maybe you're depressed.
And where you're going.
Yeah. Maybe you hate where you are. Maybe you hate the school. Maybe you hate the major you're studying. Maybe you hate this certain professor. Yep. There's always steps you could take to better yourself or better your circumstances.
Yeah. And despite, what we've said and, like our friend,
he's no longer in the same.
He's at a different college now.
And I would say he's
much happier now. Yes,
and much more productive.
But both, Ben and I have experienced depression
in some way, shape.
Especially in college.
Yes.
College brings out the worst in everybody.
Yeah, it almost guarantees
stress and depression. Stress is the main cause, I feel like, of depression.
In a way that you'll never see it coming.
Right. It just hits you like a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Hits like a fucking truck.
Like, for me personally, I went through what a lot of people go through as, can I really see myself doing this in my life? You start to doubt what major you're studying, what career field you're choosing. Yeah.
Is it right for you?
Yeah, is it right for you?
Like, am I doing okay?
Do you really enjoy what you're doing?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I think it's a later topic, but
it's a later topic. But depression is very real in college.
Very real.
100%
real.
But in the end, like what we said earlier, just understand that you're really not truly alone. You have people around you.
Never alone.
That support you.
Honestly, you have us. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure who's going to listen to this, but you definitely have us.
We will set up an email, and maybe you guys can just email in your questions, and we'll talk about it.
You know what? I'll put my personal email.
I don't know about that, but we can.
I'll put my personal email.
We'll set up a Dilloboy email account.
That actually is a lot smarter than what I said.
Dilloboypodcast@gmail.com. That's not made yet. Do not email that right now. We will figure that out.
I'll set it up right after this podcast.
All right, sounds good.
Dilloboypodcast@gmail.
At gmail.com or Hotmail or whatever we choose to use. Gmail's the best.
Okay, so let's go.
Don't fool yourselves.
Give us a new topic.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got sickness and health conditions. That's a little less.
That's not something I can really, I guess.
Okay, we'll do a little short segment on this.
Okay. I guess sleep is the big one we'll talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start with this. You want me to?
Yeah.
So, sickness and health conditions, if, the main priority in your life should be, at college at least, should be sleep. You have adequate sleep so you can go to classes and, and you can make the best grades you can.
Yeah.
And if you have any type of health problems, I know personally I've been to the student health center many times. Mm-hmm. I know we both.
I have as well.
You know this, yeah. And
actually, do not take the student health center as a negative stigma. They offer many services that are very useful.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like getting your flu shot.
Yeah, very good. It's so good.
No long lines just to get a simple flu shot.
And no insurance needed.
Yeah.
If you have insurance, you can give it to them, but it's relatively cheap. From about $25 copay, $15 copay to about $100.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, I mean, you can talk to somebody on campus for that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so The next problem is social problems. And this kind of falls in with,
everything we've been talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so just being social.
Yeah, I guess this will be our last topic, and then we'll call it a day.
We got some more.
We're 30-minute mark.
Well, we can finish. We can finish the rest of it. We got 2 more after
All right, social problems.
Right.
So, how do I go about this?
Just being social. I guess this could fall into.
I don't want this
to
be
the fraternity sorority category.
Not even that. That's an extension, but like.
It could fall into that.
Not to sound like extremely cocky, like I got a lot of friends, or making friends easy. Right. But at the same time, just talk to people.
Right.
You're in the same classes as these people.
Right.
You're gonna be with these people for a little bit.
Right.
Maybe sometimes a simple conversation starter is all it takes.
Exactly.
You're stuck on a problem. You need some help. You want some advice. Just simply talking will get you places.
You'll experience new people.
New people.
New ideas, and you'll talk to people they'll be maybe from completely different backgrounds than you, and you'll learn a lot.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes you'll even have certain interests or hobbies that you think no one else would ever like. But
there's so many clubs,
so many different people in clubs, and
so many different people at your university
that you're gonna interact with.
And I guess I could, if you want me to talk about the kind of like Greek life kind of thing.
I guess that's a big part of.
Okay, so for social problems, if you feel like you're not going to be included because you're not in a sorority or fraternity, it's whatever. I'll tell you, I was in the Lambda Chi fraternity.
You were also in.
Okay, so my original, I rushed the Sigma Chi fraternity. I was a pledge there, and then I realized that it wasn't the correct fit for me. So then the next year, my sophomore year, I rushed the Lambda Chi fraternity and the Chi Alpha, and I thought it was the right one. I was initiated, and I thought everything was good and dandy, but then I realized that it wasn't right for me. And so at the end of the day, if you like that kind of stuff, if you want to feel included, maybe if you want that kind
sense of brotherhood or sisterhood.
Yeah, go ahead and you can join those type of
There's nothing wrong
those groups. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. You're gonna have to pay a little extra money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, So it's whatever. So then the next one is partying. That kind of goes in line with what I was saying.
Yeah.
Obviously,
every college parties in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, every college has parties.
Yes.
If that's something you want to do,
you can party. Never feel pressured that you have to go party.
Yeah, you never do.
College is about choice. You always have a choice here. Freedom.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you choose to do with your time as you please.
Yes.
Time management.
But I will say partying is a good place to meet new people, to have some fun, to relieve some stress.
Me and Ben have both partook in many parties.
I'm not crazy in the party scene, but I understand I know how to have a good time.
Yeah, because we generally chill with our friends, the Dillo boys.
Yes.
Our most chill moments, our most favorite parties we have, I feel like, are with a small group of people that we know.
Yeah.
That understand us and
some people
share our beliefs and stuff.
Partying with strangers, others like partying with people they're close to.
Exactly.
In the end, choice.
Or some both.
Yeah, some both. Some way, mix it up.
Right. Yeah.
You do whatever you want.
So we'll, and I know we're kind of skipping past this, but we'll just kind of move past this again. Relationships, and then we'll go with relationships.
I guess you're a better fit.
Yeah.
Since I haven't.
Yeah. So Ben is a little younger in the college scene than I am. Not too much younger. He's but I've had I've had 2 right now. Well, I've had 1 college relationship that I've been in.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was for a couple months.
Yes.
It was pretty good, I guess, but then we had a conflict of interest. I guess mainly I'm not going to go into detail because it doesn't matter.
I will say this. Sometimes people tend to, even me, I probably kind of guilty of this, but like when you meet someone you like and you're in a relationship,
right,
you end up thinking about your future with them really hard, especially at this point in your life.
Because you're maturing.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you start thinking about how you might want to choose this path in your future. How can you bring this person along? How can you make sure you guys are still together?
Yeah, and it's completely fucking like irrational.
Yes,
but you do it anyway because
like,
it's human nature.
Yeah. In the end, you're in college for yourself or for your family. You know?
For some reason.
You have to choose what is best for you. Right. Don't ever give something up that you feel is right for you just because you have you're in a relationship where they tell you not to. You know? Well,
you shouldn't be in that relationship.
Which I'm not saying go break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend right now because they didn't do the laundry once. But
Jesus.
You know, God, that was extreme. But
shit, dude. Okay.
But in the end, think what matters. Think what is important. Think about what is important to you. First, when making those decisions. Right.
This is real shit. Hey, this is real shit. I mean, I don't know how much to explain this, but like this is real shit that we've been talking.
I guess everyone will kind of experience it in their own some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But
you'll you know, I've had my share. Like I'm in a college relationship right now, and it's long distance.
Yeah.
And it's going really well.
I would say even better than most of your other
relationships. I mean, most of my relationships were very toxic.
Yeah.
In college, even before college. Mm-hmm. Mostly before college, but we've known each other for a long time. So
in the end, you figure it out. You know, you don't.
College is all about figuring shit out.
Take it day by day.
Day by day. Minute by minute.
Yeah.
Hour by hour. Day by day.
Don't think, I'm going to graduate college and I need to get this job and I need to secure this money and house and all this, you know?
Right.
Things.
It's good to think about, but don't stress.
Take it on together. Talk about it. Talk it through. Don't ever keep things to yourself and end up stressing by yourself, you know?
Right. Because that's not a good thing to think about.
All right, we got one more. Choosing.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead.
Choosing a major. This is a big one. I guess
this is probably this is our last topic we're gonna focus on. Well, actually,
I guess we got a little bit more to talk about.
Yeah, we got one more after this, and then we'll finish the podcast up. Our first official podcast, our first official Dillo Boy podcast. It's been a little more serious than I wanted it to be.
It went a little better than
it's okay.
Yeah, you just thought about it. Yeah. Okay. So choosing a major.
Right.
This is probably one of the most important choices you make going to college, because in the end, that's what college is all about.
Yep.
You want to learn something. You want to choose a career in something that you wish to learn about.
Yep.
So, I would say the biggest factor, which I didn't take into consideration when I was choosing my major, and so I kind of regret now, but think about your own personal enjoyment and fulfillment.
There you go.
Will you enjoy
in college or after college is your real one? Is the real question.
But I guess in college is the beginning of it. You know, that's the first step you think about. Will you enjoy learning about this?
Yes.
Will it be torture for you to
go through these steps?
Yeah, read a book about this, do homework about this.
Right.
Will you hate your life for a whole semester because you have to take a class and you hate this class?
Because you have to take Chem 1 and you're a fucking...
Yeah, but that's kind of like... Unless you're a chemistry major, Chem 1 is generally like a...
Right. I didn't take Chem 1 because fuck chemistry. I'm a business major.
I did not take Chem 1 either.
So.
Yes. Obviously, all colleges will require you to take certain prereq classes that you might not enjoy. But don't think about those. Think about your core major.
Right.
So, if you want to be an accounting major, will you enjoy taking these math classes or, I guess, specific accounting classes?
Yeah.
I can't name any off the top of my head.
Accounting classes?
Yeah.
Accounting 1, accounting 2.
I guess they just
managerial accounting, financial accounting.
Yeah.
Intermediate accounting. I took all those.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So maybe you want to be an IT major. Do you enjoy networking? Do you enjoy managing databases, learning about that.
So Benny is a little biased.
I'm a little biased because I am a radiologic sciences major.
There you go.
With a focus in medical imaging informatics.
There you go. Informatics. So whatever that big ass.
I get to take IT courses and radiology courses.
Yeah, radiology. Yeah. So and I'm a finance major, and I'm in my last semester, and I'm taking capital management and strategic management. So I'm learning how to, like tell people how to use their money. That is my bread and butter. Yeah. Your bread and butter is
still trying to find that.
You're trying to find it, but what you're learning about is you're taking.
I enjoy my programming course.
So and you've done many programs. You've done many programs at hospitals.
Yeah.
Where you
had clinical experience.
Where you've done the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I've done the grunt work.
The grunt work. You fucking cleaned up patient shit off the fucking radiological tables.
Yeah.
You've taken pictures and what are they called?
X-rays.
X-rays. Oh yeah, and you're taking X-rays. You take X-rays of patients and stuff. Some of them have been obviously
Some more enjoyable than others.
Obviously, and you've done your shit. You've done your time.
Obviously, every career or every major has negative parts about it.
Right, and
some things you might not like more.
But the main thing you have to do, the main thing you have to understand is you got to do your time.
Yes.
And it's always worth it in the end. I mean, that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Towards the end of my college career, I've learned that the more effort you put in, the better you'll feel.
Oh yes.
And like the more experience you get, the more fulfilled you might feel, I guess. Like it'll put more purpose towards what you're trying to learn.
Really.
And in this I know we're talking mostly to college people, but like this also applies to blue collar workers. Because they the welding and pipeliners, all that kind of stuff, there's blue collar workers who work just as hard as we do. It's more manual.
Yes.
And I'm about to plug the United States Army in this one.
Oh.
I know this is kind of the end of the podcast, and most of you might not reach this point, but I am in the Arkansas National Guard. Oh shit, I told you where we were from. Whatever, fuck it.
Oh, fuck it, yeah.
I'm an infantryman. I've done the fucking nitty gritty. I know what hard work is, and it's good. It's good shit.
Some people get more fulfillment doing hands-on work.
Manual labor. And it's just as hard, and I know this for a fact, it's just as hard and just as rewarding as mental labor.
Yeah.
As learning and going to class and taking tests and all this kind of stuff that we've done together.
It really is, back again, find what you enjoy.
Right,
what you feel the most fulfilled doing.
Yeah.
And
because if college isn't right for you, then maybe I would say finish college. If you're in it, you should be in it for the long haul, because it'll just make a better life for you as a person, as an individual. Yeah. And also, if you have a family and you're in it, just go ahead and continue.
Yeah. At the same time, you have the option to take a break. You don't have to do it all in one go.
In 4 years. A 4-year degree.
Yeah.
That's a magical number.
You're killing yourself.
Right.
Trying to get it done.
Right. No, just take a break.
Take a break. You
make some money, take a break, fucking enjoy your life for a little bit. All that fucking shit.
Your only goal at college. What's it? Let's see.
Let me think about.
You only go to college the first time once.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Enjoy it the most. You can always go back.
Yeah. You always come back.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
My grandma, she fucking graduated from nursing school at the age of 37.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that.
I know. There's
nothing,
that.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
But she's a late bloomer.
Yeah.
She had 3 kids when she was 22.
Yeah.
And she graduated from nursing school when she was 37 years old, and she is one of the best women I know, one of the most intelligent women I know, also one of the most wealthy women I know.
Mm-hmm.
So if money's your thing, if you want to be smart, I don't know,
Yeah.
She's just she's a very important woman in my life, and
Yeah.
and she did it untraditionally.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She didn't in 4 years. She waited and she did her fucking time.
Yeah.
You gotta do your time. You gotta put in the work. Put in your fucking time.
Hell, you can even go undecided for a little while.
Right.
Undeclared or whatever it's called. Just really, I want you guys to find what matters the most to you. I guess what you are the most happiest being. No one wants to go to college and be miserable.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
But guess what?
It happens.
We all are.
We all are.
We're all miserable.
Everybody
at college is miserable.
In some way, shape, or form. Life will always find a way.
Everybody is miserable. Yeah. And then we're going to end this podcast.
I guess.
Is it worth it all? Is it worth it, though?
Oh, yes. In the end, what the experiences you go through, the people you meet, what you learn, what career opportunities you get from it, it's just unparalleled. You know,
exactly.
Not saying anything else is inferior, but colleges allow for more opportunities, better opportunities.
Right. If you have the chance to go within a reasonable, within your financial, your financial
capabilities.
Within your financial, balance, I suppose. You can call them that. I would. For sure, go. Even if it's for 2 years, if it's for 2 years, if it's for 4 years, just do it. Experience that kind of life. It's nice.
Yes.
It's very rewarding.
It's very eye-opening.
And it's very eye-opening.
Yes.
In the end, yeah. So.
Alrighty. This has been the Dillo Boy Podcast, episode 1.
Episode 1, motherfucker.
I was your host, Ben.
I'm your host, Jake. And this is it.
Wait. Welcome. We'll have the shit show again
at some point. Yeah, the shit show will continue. So, we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.